Hello everyone, this is Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Let's get ready to go for a weekly challenge in today's video on Gran Turismo 7. It's out from August, and moving on forward in September by having a fit week, we'll get down to have some flight events, including with a rental Avantime to go for the 1-man category as a brand new special event at Osage Village, along with 4 events as well to have some 2 courses in Circuit D Scientific Clerks for the B course layout in reverse direction for the European Sunday Cup 400, along with the A course in World Touring Car 800, and that brings out to have Vision Gran Turismo Trophy to be racing at Grand Valley Highway 1 and Ferrari Circuit Challenge at Autodromo National Monza. But this will have to take a credit to get some 3 kinds of credit tickets, as I already got 100,000 Gran Turismo credit to be acquired, along with 200,000 to be compete in 3 events, and 5 events will receive with 500,000 GT credits. So I just putting up to have some preparation ever since from August 2025 update in 1.65, trying out with 4 cars, and I just really think about saving 1 event later on to have some hard effort out there to be racing at Circuit D Spa-Francorchamps for the World Touring Car 900. But it takes place after finishing up from 24 Years Du Mans racetrack, as you already got this one to be achieved and acquirement, but a little bit more change up to turn around as I will go move on forward to have this segment, and putting up to have a brand new UDRS Inspirtech livery for the Renault Sport Avantime 3.0 B6 24B 2002. But I just really had to come up to have some 2 different versions, to have 1 standard engine and the Volkswagen GTI Vision GT Group 3 car to go amp up, and have different variants to go suitable of performance. But I'll have to do it for only 1 standard version to be entered in the special event, and then the rest of the events we'll have to take on with some good places around on Europeans, and 1 for America for Grand Valley Highway 1. But after all, it's all about to take a jump start after taking your first event by trying out with the Avantime is a good French minivan to have a 2-door version is becoming a most impressive successor, just like the Renault E-Space from Gran Turismo 2. So let's get to it. Avantime arrival is about to go by 1 day left to go before the first week of September is about to be coming up until Friday. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in a later future. So let's begin, and ready to enter for today's weekly challenge. It's been doing a lot of hard work for myself out there, viewers. Feels like I'm about to go on everyday workaholic, as I still might need to have some main focus for some upcoming content videos as the time lapse after putting up to have my own UDRS Inspirtech livery on this Renault Avantime 3.0 B6 24B will be the first one to be entered for only 1 brand new special event of this week. A stellar showdown of curious coupes. 3 laps, and it's going to be take place in the forward direction, and look over here, viewers, 2 of them is about to get fully modified and have both different livery variation when having a Renault Sport Avantime 3.0 B6 24B. It actually turns out to becoming as a successor to the Renault E-Space F1 ever since when you're playing on in GT2, and have some other kinds of videos that related to the previous kind of the model. But the main reward is about to have a good focus that you're about to get on to 80,000 GT credits with a 50% of clean bonus once you're about to get yourself prepared and have decisions whether to go for the standard engine or swap engine as well, just to make it to go pizza cake once if you have the parts will be applied and suitable for a standard of performance. So I'll have to be the first one to go enter in, and consider this to have the second race for the main weekly challenge. After taking the first one, we'll go on attention to detail by first impression. But everybody talks about the Renault Avantime is a good, perfect, modern classic nostalgia ever since from the early 2000s. So here's me right now on 10th position, and other 3 opponents, just like the 5th, 3rd, and 2nd place to have some different colors in livery variation style. But almost forgot one thing to have the part preparation. Just have Sports Soft compound tires and few parts for less to go add up on racing muffler, brakes to go on a slotted disc, and brake pads to go label in racing. But no engine tuning and 3 stages of bodywork, just to have one major test of the detail to go entered and proceed to go for a brand new part of the challenge. Now let's go minivan 1 race time, and here comes the countdown for 3 seconds, and have my UDRS livery will go tested to the limit. First turn coming up, and first lap is going in on the way. Got to steer wheel quickly. It's about to go harder to have a Sports Soft compound tires will be embrace it and race hard to go achieve in first place if I had to get up closer to be claimed to the podium. So it's up right now to have the first Avantime in the standard version of the color as I will move on in position 9. But it takes skill and confidence to have a nice understeer 2-door fan strategy once you're about to go pro on expert if you're about to be using on high turbocharged RPM. But if you're welcome to, it's all about to have a different racing perspective when entered in the random Avantime 1 category to have a brand new special event of this weekly challenge. So here comes the main gap distance is going upper hand by 12.5 seconds as heading up to sector 2. Got to steer wheel quickly, and understeer is the best purpose if you're about to go pro on standard version with some less parts applied. Got to move on in position 8 and keep going. W Core Era is on the main list, just have to dive down below and have El Simon in 6th place before coming up onto the hillside right corner. But this will do a very good easy upper hand advantage for my UDRS Inspirtech livery for the Avantime is going cruising and have the position to go place in the middle of the track. Okay, very good start and heading up in the dirt sector to go faster and understeer towards the dirt hairpin to pull out the brake. Okay, Kortrig is here in 5th place, so I have to catch up to him. One good kind of a custom livery design variation on the same Avantime, going on the left and hill climb up by go to switch up until the 4th gear will be applied to go on the main top speed. A little bit closer, so I have to keep a good exercise caution to have this good opponent once we're about to be on the downhill on the last 2 turns. Okay, just have to keep it slow and careful without avoiding contact, but don't lose that best moment on the total gap once you're about to get pushed through on it as the first lap clear, moving on in lap 2 to go proving grounds on exercise. Fastest lap time I took is 2 minutes, 27.614 seconds as I'm still currently going on 6th place. So I have to keep going. Got a good eyes on 2 standard color versions on the random Avantime as I had to catch up on Kortrig. Just one overtake at a time, just have to go around on turn 2. Hold the brake nice and neat and watch out to avoid the contact approach up ahead. A little bit tough start, so I had to do a lot of more push out there to catch up to the other 3 opponents. Time to switch things up and go on the alternative overtake to be on the right side and pass on through to be entered to be right back on sector 2. Only down to 8 seconds. Got to keep this up, so I had to beat myself and go upper hand to be on the main objective for the last 2 remaining opponents, El Blanc and A Colette. Dive down to go committed, and here they are right now at the mid-far distance. They already took the hillside corner as I will be heading up to go on the pursuit to be reaching for the battle of first place. Just make one good turn exit by the apex, going clear, and reach it closely to have the dirt sector before coming up on the hairpin. Just keep that RPM when you're on the dirt gear. Almost there. Just only have 2.7 seconds left to go as the hill climb is coming back again. Just make that good improved aerodynamics, just like to see how my own livery to do well test and well basic to go amp up for a track focused minivan. Just let the spirit of the Renault E-Space is gonna have to bring out all together, and here comes the second lap to get closer for the last two remaining turns. Steady as it goes, and here comes the final lap. Good thing I just took by 2 minutes, 26.953 seconds, as I will have to take one more run to go before I'm about to put up in first place to go in the lead. Okay, they're about to shake up the gap, going right back into 1.3 seconds, make it 1.5. Two of them are about to go neck on neck for the battle of first place, so I just really had to go and join the fun. Just make that upper turn without going off the track. So far so close, and save it for turn 4. They're going at it. Just have to keep things up to go full acceleration to have a nice racing muffler. Racing brakes and performance point stats is still might need to catch up to go for a main improvement of stable adjustment. But still have a good naturally aspirated if 3 opponents is going to have to be step up to go for a turbocharged RPM. So I have to go switch up to go full offense, dive on in closely. There we go. A Colette overtakes, and that means for El Blanc by one more Avantime to go. Alright, just like that, understeer does help, and one full opposite approaches to be switching up to have a line to go perfection and stay in one piece. Okay, here comes the third sector, and right at the bat on the main hairpin to go clear and out. Okay, looks like this is going to get a little bit tricky, so I have to go switch it into defense and shake up and put up into 0.8 seconds. I hope I'm going to make it. Just give me the last 2 turns, and here comes the clean perfection. Got to keep it nice and keep it steady without fail. Final stretch, here I come, and good on the 1.2 seconds before putting up in first place has been achieved. Avantime complete, and that brings out to have check mark number 2 has been earned before 3 more to go. But even perhaps for the segment, as the first race is complete for the 5th week of August and heading up to September for this main part of the event. But thank goodness, it takes 7 minutes, 21 points. But thank goodness. It took 7 minutes, 21.127 seconds as I raced so hard out there to have the third lap to go. New faster run time is 2 minutes, 26.5. But thank goodness. 3 opponents, including myself, has now been But thank goodness. 3 different versions of the Renault Avantime to be modified, including myself with the UDRS Inspirtec as I took by 7 minutes, 21.127 seconds, and here is my new faster lap time by the record is 2 minutes, 26.560 seconds in lap 3. But all that hard work out there to take a first step, and I'll have to be referred to go with 3 stages of weight reduction just to have one matter of improvement before it ends up by having a clean bonus in 120,000 GT credits. So there you go, one good content replay just to have, and a short intermission to go on the playback position to be well seen by around in 7 minutes and 20 seconds just to have myself to go for the captured thumbnail image like this one. Okay, that should do enough, and one content replay has now been first to be served. Okay, now let's go to Grand Valley Highway 1 for the Vision Gran Turismo, as I'm about to bring out with a Bugatti Vision GT without a Group 1 title. And it gets a full-on surprise 2 years after Asphalt 8 Airborne. The Bugatti Vision GT has landed in the Crew Motorfest as part of the Elite Bundle number 6. But man, I really wish I had to get the Crew Motorfest to start my own journey after finishing up with some all events and activities from the Crew 2. But you can't go on without it. I just really think this is going to be a best racing opportunity out there as a big fan of Gran Turismo. So I had to get down to do the detailed settings just to make sure when using the standard version of the Bugatti Vision GT to go on output adjustment with using the full control computer at 76% and power restrictor to be set into 70%. Just to let you guys know, you had to be entered for only one under 850 performance point to be placed by 864 horsepower, and different stats will have to be changed up on the base performance. Racing hard compound tires only, and here I come. We'll go face up on the Skoda Vision GT, Porsche Vision GT Spotter, and the Jaguar Vision GT Roadsters who had to go apply and enter to be suitable to go racing in Vision GT competition. It's going to get a little bit more hard on going, just like last time when I was using the Dodge SRT Tomahawk S. It's going formidable and full all-wheel drive B10 hybrid. But it's going to get a little bit more different to have well fully tuned Vision GT car to have a well requirement according to the base of regulation when facing 5 laps around in Grand Valley Highway 1. I'll have to get down to take the last place, and the best moments will go full drag reduction system when using on the straightaway to go faster and reinforce it once you're about to get up into the top 3 position before achieving the first place. So first lap coming up, and first and second turn to get behind on M Romeo in the Genesis X Grand Berlin into Vision GT at 15th place. So I have to use it wisely. This will go heavy handling, lighter and quicker is the skill of a racing reflex. That's one Vision GT car overtake and slow down to have a stop by in turn 6 to get behind on T left in the Mercedes-Benz AMG Vision GT Racing Series. So I have to hold it steady and focus on the corners, and the main route itself is going to get a skill of the tricky. But believe me viewers, it turns out to have a characteristic of driving when you're using the Bugatti Vision GT in GT Sport, GT7 and the Crew Motorfest. But only in the Crew Motorfest when using the Bugatti Vision GT, it turns out to have a slightly skill of the characteristic to have a max out of the base performance, and it also does to be drive anywhere on the open road or just like to use it on the track. But more importantly, this is going to be the most second surprise appearance after the GT by Citroën from the Crew 2 and the Crew Motorfest to be part as a feature racing event playlist and Dream Cars presented by Supercar Blondie. By bet, one Bugatti Vision GT car is the best one to be reserved to be participate in Bugatti selection in summit contests, but just only had to be well labeled to be placed as a lone vehicle, just to have a temporary to be well tested and give a good attention to detail to have 1 second hypercar to be part of the Elite Bundle number 6. But still have the much more same performance and the handling just to be well packed up to go characteristic once you're about to have the drag reduction system because of the active spoiler has now been switching up to go faster and applied will be improved for acceleration. But man, if you ever think that this should be quite much more cooler out there to bring out with a nitro, just like when you're playing in Asphalt 8 Airborne. But it turns out it was been removed by 2 years ago before the Bugatti Vision GT has been making some other plans to go step in to have a good appearance when you're playing in the Crew Motorfest. But as a fan of Gran Turismo, the Bugatti Vision GT is a one good excellent racing concept to go with a spotlight appearance to become as a prior successor to the Bugatti Veyron, and also to have this one to become as a road going Chiron. but we shall see how it goes. I bet if any other Vision GT cars are very jealous about the Bugatti Vision GT and the Crew Motorfest, they should better have to be planned to themselves if they're about to put up with a Vision GT playlist. But give your thoughts, prediction, and some other discussions about it. So I'm getting closer to catch up in about 10 seconds left by the decimal in 0.9. Almost there to catch up to Angel Inestrosa in 5th place. Looks like Nikita Morozov is in the lead. Got to keep it careful and avoid the contact just inside at the final corner on the tunnel. And there we go. Third lap to go, enter the halfway point. Only a minute, 48.305 seconds as I'm moving on in 3rd place. So I have to get going. It's getting closer to have two more remaining Vision GT cars to be placed ongoing. Got to keep it careful on turn 6. One BMW Vision GT is still ongoing to have a racing on the roads. Okay, good turn on the overtake. Just like having one good place on the road once you're about to be pretend to be entered in the summit contest. Up I go, and update for the stats on the distance gap by 7.1 seconds to I have to get closer to Nikita Morozov's current position. But not yet far, only 6 seconds left. Just made that quad turbo 16 is gonna have to get faster and onward before the 3rd sector resumes to go back in. Okay, that's more like it. One good Bugatti selection and faster up without nitro. Just have active wing spoiler to go full drag reduction. Now, this one to switch up the hook cam and see how it goes. Well, not yet to be function, so I'll have to leave it as well, just to have a little bit more clarified because of the disturbance. Might need to have some addresses to be fixed. Just keep that wind direction together. I'm on the 4th lap and getting closer, nearly there. Okay, there's Nikita Morozov. He's going in, so I'll have to take the offense and get closer to be moving onward. It's going to be a gas power versus electric Vision Gran Turismo. One Czech Republic versus one French hypercar concept race car is now been rolling up to go in the spotlight. Okay, here comes the next turn to go back once more. Let's follow the Skoda Vision GT soon before heading back to the Grand Valley Bridge. We'll go full stretch. Alright, here comes a one-on-one drag race. First one will have to pull out the brake wins, short period, and sub-challenge complete. But not yet until the 5th and final lap comes. I got myself in the lead and currently to be placed to have the highlight to go faster after taking a minute, 47.148 seconds. But heads up, the Skoda Vision GT is going for the further upper hand as the 5th lap is already here. So let's have a good Avantime on the move and going exit to have a safe race later on for penultimate, just to have the matter of encore is waiting for me. Okay, let's have turn 6 to go slow and steady to have that clean line together. Okay, good skill handling. Now just have to take a stop by in turn 10 and 11. But luckily, my current record just been made an approved and update to stop by in 1 minute 46.063 seconds. A good track day race car is going well succeeded. Just only have to take one good step at a time. Okay, let's hold it steady. Exiting mark on the chicane and doing well drastically to have a good 5 seconds on the gap. Just have to keep working all the way, and here comes the last turn by doing one more tunnel section to go. Come on, let's have the drag reduction system to kick it up a notch, finish line, and claim in the podium. Alright, awesome and very impressive to have a single Vision GT car for Bugatti Vision Gran Turismo as the third checkmark and 200,000 Gran Turismo credit ticket has been obtained. Well, for starters, that would be much more cooler to have one first experience to try out with the Bugatti Vision GT when you're playing in the Crew Motorfest. But vanities, that should do much more creativity to have some different styles to jazz up with some different set of variation to be outfit and come up to have some characteristic name when using with the Bugatti Vision GT. But I still have some few other vanities to be well kept and stored in when playing in the Crew 2 ever since I just doing Okay, when you're playing in the Crew Motorfest, the vanities is going to be bring out to have something to jazz up and put up with some style outfits when you're playing in the Crew Motorfest, but the vanity just only when you're playing in the Crew Motorfest, but the vanities just comes in to go additional. That would be much more cooler out there to have your own livery design variation, and vanities just have combination to jazz up and show out with some good styles. But I still have some good current vanities ever since when I was playing in the Crew 2 by every week by participate in the summit events, so I'll have to be sure to collect with some more once if I had to do some more free time and go out to do some more quests after going out with some quests by taking. Okay, cut, let's try this again. Okay, when you're playing in the Crew Motorfest, but it comes with some vanity has in the Crew Motorfest. Just have vanities will be included as well, along with some different set of livery design variation to jazz up and have your own style will go characteristic to have some hang on one moment. When you're playing in the Crew Motorfest, having some vanities will be quite good to have a nice makeover treatment because of the blue tire sticker has been outfit by default, just like the. Okay, next take and action. When you're playing in the Crew Motorfest, having some vanities will be doing some. Having some vanities is the good style of cosmetic to see some single. Okay, cut. Let's try it again. When you're playing in the Crew Motorfest, having some vanities will be put up and have your own cosmetics along with some livery design outfit variation. But that would be much more cooler and that. Okay, cut! Hang on. Okay, let's try it again. And action. When you're playing in the Crew Motorfest, one vanity will be doing some cosmetic makeover and adds up with some livery design variation. But that would be much more cooler to see a single vision GT car to have some cosmetics and some changes, but one more thing perhaps, that will be doing much more. Okay, next take and action. When you're playing in the Crew Motorfest, just have some vanities will do some makeover cosmetics and have some livery design variation as well. Well, I really think I still have some good own collections of vanities ever since I still been playing in the Crew 2 by participate in every week on a live summit event. But I still had to do some more quests once I had to get a lot of activities and events will be complete before doing the next step in American Legends to collect some cards and some more vanities will be serving to go for the treasure hunt. But I'll have to get down to do the standings on the result after finishing up on race number 3 by competing in the halfway. In a live summit event. But I still have time, and I really think about doing some more plans. But I still have time before doing some more activities, before doing them one step closer to have one treasure hunt experience by and every week in the live summit event. But I still have some few more events to go ever since by finishing up in all races from the USB Tour next and onwards before doing one activity by Okay. Hang on. Live Summit event. But I still have some few more events to go after finishing up with some competition from the USST cities and USST next at Motorplex Arena. But I'll have to get down and do the results after finishing up on race number 3 and third checkmark has been obtained. So I took by under 9 minutes in 8 minutes 56.477 seconds, and the fifth lap to go place as a brand new faster lap time is 1 minute 44.725 seconds. Good run and well-deserved audition to see a Bugatti Vision GT car in the event, and earns up to have a clean bonus will receive with 120,000 GT credit, and current mileage will go update into 107.2 is today's workout. 1 second ticket has been earned, only one more to go. We might need to have a third content replay. We'll have to go serve up and fresh one to have a placement to stop by as number 2. So I had to go zoom in and place the thumbnail image just in case to go quickly to have one fresh content to be saved. So, just only have 2 more races left and 3 more to go, as I still have myself to go reserve for the encore before heading up to Circuit D Scientific Clerks for the European Sunny Cup to be on the B course in reverse, and save it for the last race on the A course for the WTC 800. Now let's go to Autodromo National Monza and take on in Ferrari Circuit Challenge as the 4th race to go into penultimate. So, let's have one Total Drama livery to be ready up and go to the Monza circuit to have myself with the Enzo Ferrari 2002 with the Total Drama World Tour Team Victory. I'll remind myself before moving on to the next week of the challenge, as I had to choose 5 Total Drama liveries, including for only 1 prep work, just to have some new additional batch of vehicles from the previous content update and the latest, just to have some planned of order after Vision Total Drama by doing some carry on forward from GT Sport to GT7. But looks like one golden moment coming up as the matter of racing Ferrari will be stepping up and go forward to have the fourth round to be moving on in forward. But one best golden Enzo Ferrari will be stepping in to go in the last place and climb hard to go achieve to be placed in first place, just to keep a good eye on 2 Ebbe Tributo. Looks like Anderson is in 15th place, so I have to get behind him. First turn on chicane 1. Just have to keep it nice and slow and amp up the RPM. Going exit after turn 2 and go enter directly towards turn 3. Okay, there's T Ishii is in 13th place. Just have to go overtake with some classic and few modern Ferrari cars. One good hybrid car rolling up and have the second sector to go proceed on chicane 2. Okay, good extra space. Going in and out and moving on to have the 6th turn to go onward towards the right position once the gap distance will be set place by 26.8. I'll have the traction to set into 1 and keep it nice to go clean balance. Okay, 2 classic Ferraris, 512BB and 308 GTB is going blocking in. Just have to take 1 step at a time and go to the Ascari. Okay, very nice. Score 1 for team victory, moving on in 8th place. Got to go competent in skill and exiting on turn 10. Only 7 more Ferrari cars to go. Marco Busnelli is doing well to go currently to be in the top 3 position along with H. Hunter and A. Valenti. There is a Testarossa in 7th place to be proceed on turn 11. Going outside, reinforce it to have the RPM to go straight directly towards the exit of turn 11. Okay, true spiritual racing Ferrari success. Triple speed is going for team victory. But what says that 2 Ebbe Tributos might need to have the skills to go underestimate by seeing the Enzo Ferrari to go in action. But I mean, that would be much more cooler to see the Enzo Ferrari as the opponent during this event. Just put this one into the list and go for the next upcoming update to have 1 Enzo Ferrari on each event. But that would be much more nice and very cool, including with the 812 Superfast as well. But a little bit more change might have to go for a little bit more time of request. So I had to keep moving on in 6th place on the ropes, dropping down into 10 seconds into 9.7s to be remain. Pressing on forward and wait until the faster lap time as the second lap is going well. Ongoing perhaps, it'll have to go triple speed and nothing else won't be able to beat the Enzo Ferrari during the race in the Mazda circuit. And there's a Rigolardo right over here in the scene and heading up back at the Ascari circuit in 5th place. Just keep that torque in and solid line to be clean and clear. Oh yeah, baby. Golden Enzo Ferrari rise again. Only 3 more Ferraris left to go, and Simon Bishop has been dropped down immediately into 3rd place. Now's my chance, full stretch coming up, and filled with the acceleration to go up by 165 miles per hour to get in at lap number 3. Only a minute, 53.314 seconds. Nice run, and Valenti is in the lead for the Ferrari F12 Berlin Enta. Got to go quickly and clean line handling. Enzo Ferrari versus F12 Berlin Enta is on the way to go for a neck-on-neck battle between one hypercar versus Gran Turismo. So here comes the second chicane to be right on in to be heading back into turn 4 and 5. Just give some extra space for the Gran Touring F12 Berlin Enta, while the Enzo Ferrari Team Victory is still standing tall to stay on the offense to go around. A bit more closer, one good racing expertise will do the mastery of the skill. Okay, good quicker for the F12 Berlin Enta. Don't stand a chance, and keeping up to have a good Gran Turismo will be doing the amp up with a V12 powered engine. But not a chance. This would do one good upper hand advantage and clean line to have the third sector to go back again at the Ascari circuit. Corner on the main spot, and have that exit to be placed from turn number 8 through 10. Just look at it go. Enzo Ferrari is in the lead. One good Total Drama livery has the best moment to go place on the comeback after required to have a receive of invitation. Just only have 2 more to go, and faster lap time still remains ongoing after the second one, and then new one to go proceed in lap number 4. Just make a good stop by max out in 195 miles per hour. First chicane comes up and fresh on serve. Okay, very nice. Just make that gap distance into 5 seconds and keep up the good pressure as 2 FA Tributos will have to go climbing up into the main ropes as Marco Busnelli stays strong and stay defended to be placed in 4th place. But looks like T. Ishii is here, followed by with his teammate Ed Anderson from position 7 and 8. 2 FA Tributos will have to go more likely to have a standard op and make a good cooperation to go faster into offense with some few other Ferrari vehicles. But I bet they still might have to catch up with the Enzo Ferrari soon, as I still have an ongoing lead position by first and have a full stretch after taking turn 7 before coming back to the Ascari corner around by the entrance at turn 8. Okay, here comes sector 3. Just keep that steering wheel to be placed on the line in hold. There you go. Almost there towards the Trailblazer. 5th lap coming up, and make that good break point to be sewn in and sewn out at turn 11. Okay, there's a minute and 50 seconds. Just have to be adding up by 1.570 seconds. And here comes the final lap. Just give it one good effort out there to have a good eye on the 16th place driver. Okay, there's the Farina, and the Ferrari Dino is right over here at the scene. Just have to beat my own record by a minute, 51.577 seconds. Decided to step up and go full racing time attack. Okay, much more good and pretty fast as a good old-fashioned hybrid car for the Enzo Ferrari. Has some good skills and going back onto its groove. Almost there, gonna make it. Just have one classic Ferrari just been overtaken, and Trailblazing is going on a rush. Total time is going to be almost by 9 minutes, so I'm at 8 minutes and 41 seconds. Okay, one more sector to go. Ascari corner. Do your thing, and I'm about to go skill and proven. Okay, here comes the marshals by waving out the blue flag. 15th place driver is going ongoing. Got to keep the handling turned together. Only 10 seconds left. Just have to beat my time and go place on the apex. And there we go. 1 minute and 50 seconds for Enzo Ferrari for the Total Drama World Tour livery of Team Victory. Event number 4 clear and complete. Just save it for only one more race to go as the 5th race, viewers. just have one encore to be reserved before heading up to Circuit de Saint-Eclairix, and that was so very good, remarkable, and golden Enzo Ferrari has been claimed to the podium. So that's 9 minutes, 26.911 seconds, and fifth lap to go place on the new record run is 1 minute, 50.457 seconds, as the clean earning has been going double up and outcome to go standing by the first. Solid goal, baby. 135,000 Gran Turismo credit to be earned and 50% on the bonus. Now that's what I call a golden hypercar racing opportunity in the track. Now let's have the good moment to do some 5 minutes and 50 seconds to be placed on the thumbnail image. Just wait into the scene to go cross in to have this one, and then the Enzo Ferrari is about to be the first one to go with a shiny moment. Just wait until the chicane one is coming in to go around. It gets brighter. Just have the close in on the view. Okay, very nice. Right next to the F12 Berlin Inter, and that is doing well for third kind of a content replay, and this one might need to have 2 more left standing to go for the encore and last race for the World Touring Car 800. Time for me to use the Renault Avantime 3.0 B6 24B 2002 to go again, and this time European Sunny Cup 400 will be packed up to go amp up and switch it to sports hard compound tires, and adding up with some few parts including with the LSD, fully customized transmission, ECU, and other parts, including for only one option to have the brake balance just in case to go set apply into -2 on the front. Just like last time by taking the first hands-on impression, and the real challenge goes on, and it's going to be a pizza cake before doing one more race to go on the 8-course layout in Circuit de Saint-Eclairix. But this time, B course in reverse direction will wait, and then the Group 3 cars will have to take the last turn, and consider this for only one more race to go as the 5th week of August to be on the exit, and wait the 1st week of September to go enter by forward. So let's do it, viewers. And it's going to be a 4th race penultimate encore time as I will go in 12th place as I got myself to come back into square one. This is where it all begins, and just always had to be here and late for the party. Now I'll have to get down and do this one to have a new perspective racing opportunity. But looks like I have a good eye on Antonio Santos before drop down into 10th place as the 2016 Renault Sport Clio 220 RS Trophy has now been placed in position 10. But moving on in 9th place, so I'm about to catch up to the Alpine A110 1600S 1972 before catching up towards Thomas Levertouré in 7th place. There he is right now. Gonna have to go quickly overtake until Kylian Drummond in a Peugeot 205 GTI 988, right next to Bospeper Boris in the Peugeot 208 GTI by Peugeot Sport. Let's have the Avantime to go fully tuned and de-accelerate once I had to get closer on both of them. Wait until the opening spot to go overtake. Steer well to be pleased, and keep a nice and center control when de-accelerate once you're about to go exiting on the full stretch. Only 10 seconds left. Still got this on the track, and moving on to get there to be reaching in 1st place. But looks like this guy H. Guyot is currently to be in 1st. Sounds like a good contender challenging to me, and he's already in to be in the 1st place. So coming in and moving on in 2nd place after overtake Coque Lopez. Got to go exit the bridge, pulling out the brake, nice and careful. Okay, there he is. He's on the Mini Cooper S 2005. I'm coming in, Guyot. One good minivan track spec Avantime coming up. Last sector, wait until the full stretch after the main turn corner is going currently clear. But this will do very well on the short straight. Okay, very nice. Just wait until 1 second to buy some time. Last turn comes in and fresh up the good line. But you know what, viewers? I really think driving with a Renault Avantime is a good modern nostalgia when playing from GT4 through GT6. That would be a much more brilliant example to have my own UTRS Inspirtech like this one, but many changes will have to be putting up to go as new, just only have one good debut on the official. But I bet you guys like it. This one is a new kind of a true mixture to have elements with the Renault E-Space S1 to have the placement on sides to be titled in black, and I still also have some good paint job in blue. But everything is all about to have some good creativity and mixture-based replica variation for my own design of creativity. But when it comes to have my own livery design, just have the elements of replica-based variants, we'll be doing much more mixture and comparison to see is the difference. But it put me to have over 45 minutes on my own free time to have my own livery to go by creativity, as I had to plant myself to go with 2 Corvette CX concept for the next video later on after finishing up with a Renault Avantime with my own UTRS Inspirtech livery. But for me, I just really think having a little bit more time to go on decal shopping to see some more decals that related to the Corvette CX concept with the standard electric hypercar and the CXR Vision Gran Turismo concept. But I still really think about trying out with 2 Corvettes after I just took a first hands-on impression with a Corvette CX concept at Willow Springs International Raceway in the Big Willow, and for the CXR Vision GT concept at WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca. But still awesome, and much more true next generation future concept car for both of them is very more awesome and impressive to see. One Corvette CXR would be more likely to take on with a Dodge SRT Tomahawk Vision GT in 2035. But the current model has been made in 2025 for this year, along with a Chevrolet Chaparral 2X Vision GT. So here comes the last sector. It all comes down to this, and then the A course is waiting for the Group 3 cars for the WTC 800, so I'm about to be prepared and ready up to go for only one French Group 3 race car, as I will decide to go for the Renault Sport RS01 GT3 2016. But maybe perhaps just only have one extra content replay for this one after this until I just have to get there before reaching towards the finish line. But it's going way faster, and here comes the checker flag right over here. It's already been finishing up on race 4, and 4 checkmark has been still pending by ongoing. But man, my own livery has still got some good roots and spiritual successor for the Renault E-Space, as car number 30 still got it all. But here's today's total standings on the grid start. First place in the total time at 5 minutes, 37.918 seconds, and second lap by 2 minutes, 45.338 seconds. So B course in reverse direction and circuit design to Cloix is all done. Clean bonus in 72,000 GT credit has been doubled up by 50% in prize money. Just one short moment, viewers, and then I'll have to save this one later on forward. Just have one capture thumbnail image before the next scene in the part. Got to get closer, and one more thing perhaps to have this good kind of a livery design variation for myself. Just have to get a little bit close on view. Alright, very nice. And for content replay as a weekly challenge will be placed to be saved. Alright, European road car is all finished. Now let's have Group 3 race car to have a turn. Alright, viewers, this will be the moment to go racing competition to have the last race for the 5th week of August after moving on to go into September. 8 laps, 4 times the tire wear, and 6 times the fuel consumption, and that means Speedtamerfest awaits us. We'll be bringing out for the return of this week in this year in 2025. But after all, I just really think about enjoying myself to have a celebration for the first annual of Speedtamerfest since 2024. But I really think I'll have to go for only 4 parts of every one single content video again. But count me in, but the last race will go all in, and ready for myself, we'll take the last place before the countdown in 3 seconds, so I got the racing medium tires check, and high turbocharged RPM will go GT3 competition ready. Here comes the first turn. Lap 1 is coming up to go on the way to catch up towards Mendoza in the Aston Martin B12 Vantage GT3. Got to switch up into lane 4 until I had to go hold down the Ford until proceed into turn 3 to go enter by turn 4 at sector 2. Steady as it goes. Just have sector 2 to go enter until 35-second gap distance will be seen until now. But good call, and it's going to be placed by 33.9, so I had to go faster, much more competitive, and French racing style for the Renault Sport RS01 GT3 with the UDRS Inspirtec French racing style. Got to go right in, 3rd sector coming up, and gonna have to catch up to Kei Kawakami in the Lexus RCF GT3 2017 with a different variation style. Okay, gonna have to get closer to the lime green. Main turn to go in. Just have that apex to go here. And proven to be skilled. Okay, here comes the main chicane. Just only had to take a few more straightaway to be stopped around by 500 meters. Current sector is coming up, so I had to go quickly and get behind on Emily Jones until the overtake will go clear green light. The spectators are cheering me on. Looks like Team Inspirtec is about to go rolling up to have a good times in the racing days of summer. But we still have a few days left until fall season is coming up until September 21st, but we still have a lot of more excited days to go out and have some fun. But only for the summer season, but everybody is about to have some excitement before going back to school. So here comes the current sector before enter and exit the bridge. Okay, it will get in 16th place. Just stay on the trail and stay behind at Emily Jones in the Nissan GT-R Nismo GT3 2018. One Gran Turismo movie variation has been dropped down to the 18, so I have to keep going and side by side to come around. Okay, gonna have to keep it steady. One Ford GT Race Car 2018 is still on the chase at the Chevrolet Corvette C7 Group 3, and there's Mikhail Visal in 14th place. One Subaru WRX Group 3 car is in 14th position before the final turn is approaches to go here. So I had to use the power one quickly, and it's going to be down to 30 seconds to go. Faster lap time, 3 minutes, 10.944 seconds. So I have to keep this up and keep going. Angel Inestrosa and the Porsche 911 RSR is in the lead. And that means for Takuma Minasono as well in 2nd place, and Daniel Solis just did well out there to take the 3rd position. So I have to keep climbing and deal with some tight turns in every complex. We'll go proceed by sector to sector. Okay, just have that turn to go here. Proven up to go skillful apex. wait until 4.1 seconds towards Simon Bishop's current position, and that means Valero Gallo in the Honda Castro Mugen NSX GT500 is in 12th place. I see him in the grid standings, so I got 14th position, current ongoing. Got to keep press on and go forward. My 1K subscribers wants me to do my best, as I will keep this good segment video to go rolling on and achieve to go golden in first. It's only down to 24.8 seconds left. This will do well and faster as it goes. Stay on it. I can hardly feel it to get closer to the Honda Castro Mugen NSX in about a few more seconds to go after overtake the Ferrari 458 Italia GT3. Let's take another 90-degree angle to go back to the bridge. Come on, let's go slipstream and amp up with a turbocharger as the fuel percentage to be stayed by 64%. Okay, a little bit too over rev, just in case as I had to stick it to automatic transmission. Okay, let's do the outside and switch it around. Okay, there we go. Almost there to catch up to the Honda NSX GT500, car number 16, Castro Mugen. Okay, Mugen has been overtaken. Got to keep going and defend my faster lap time on the main position. Let's take that final turn and keep it for only one faster advantage. Okay, third lap comes in. Currently in position 12. 3 minutes, 9.021 seconds. Decided to keep things up and go faster towards Ed Portilla as I see him in 10th place for the Dodge Viper SRT GT3R 2015. One Toyota GR Supra Racing Concept 2018 has been dropped to the 12, and moving on to position 11 for UDRS Insportec. So I had to watch it. Keep that line on the highlight, just in case to go clarified by touching up the apex to go smooth and clear. Okay, there we go. Halfway there in the grid standings. They're about to go line up in a chase of order. Okay, let's follow the Dodge Viper GT3R. I'm getting closer, and I have a good eye on the BMW M6 GT3 Sprint model. Okay, one good Renault Sport is on the line. Full speed ahead and overtake car number 92 in the Dodge Viper SRT GT3R as I still press on to catch up towards the BMW M6. Got to take that chicane to go in it. Okay, take it to the 10th position, Coque Lopez. So I'm going in to be in the 9th position to catch up to Boss Beeper Boris. It's only down to 12.1 seconds. It's going well, and clean racing to be nicely in the progress. Okay, gonna have to keep going. Dealing with the 2020 Mercedes-AMG GT3 is doing well improved formidable opponent along with a Renault Sport RS01 GT3. He's still got the skills, and I barely got the same type on the motive skill set. Okay, back into the last sector. Only down to 10.9. I bet Eagle Rocket is here in 6th place. He might gonna have to step it up to go catch up closer to be in the 5th position. I really bet a training ground session for the GTWS Manufacturers Cup, just so that you guys know if you really want to do some more practice on daily races. Okay, 4th lap coming in and entered the halfway point. Okay, it's going well nicely. Moving on in 6th place and heading up towards Ikopraka's current position in the NS Awata original variant for the Lexus RCF GT3 at position 5. Down to 2 seconds. Got to make it. Stepping up to get closer. Still got this one, to be patient. Looks like the fuel is about to get a little bit low soon, but I still have 37% left. Just have to keep going and partially to be well kept for patience. Looks like my total time faster did well by 3 minutes, 7.881 seconds. Come on, just going on slipstream. Okay, good on the 7th gear. Got a good eye on Takuma Minasono in the Subaru BRC GT300. So I have to keep going and keep pushing. Naturally, it's a formidable balance of performance to go for an all-in moment. Okay, good on track and stay in the queue and balance for the medium. But hold on, looks like last place driver just barely went behind. So I have to keep a good eye out, and I bet the last place driver is now been currently on sector 4. So I have to keep going and get focused for the last 2 remaining opponents. Martin Grady and Angel Inestrosa are about to go for the 1v1 showdown with 2 German racing manufacturers. Porsche is in the lead and Audi is in 2nd place. Got to stay on track and keep it going. That means only one last step of the leg we'll have to take, more likely to go in the 5th lap until the pit stop we'll have to call in. But not yet at least, so I had to keep it wisely to have a good use on the fuel. Got to go deaccelerate and first turn to go right. Okay, 5th lap is going currently, so I had to bring out with the racing stop tires to be reinforced it and go for the better push. So I had to watch the percentage, so I got 23 to go. But I'm getting closer towards Angel Inestrosa's current position, early as it gets and overtake as it goes. Successful and good results on the racing line. But looks like I'm about to be running out of straightaways and corners soon, down to 20%, so I still had to buy some time and keep it wisely. But I know what to do, viewers. It's all about to have the best recommended Group 3 car to go putting up and have the turbocharged or supercharged RPM to be amped up for the limitation to go skillful set. So I have to keep a good watchful eye on the gap. So I'm at 0.7 seconds and Angel Inestrosa has the opportunity to catch up to my current position. Let's keep that check in the radar before enter the pits after finishing up at the 5th lap. Okay, good follow through on the chicane and sharp hairpin coming in and first one reserved. Okay, that was a close call. One good step at the apex saves my good bacon. Okay, 2 more sectors left, and then pit stop, we'll be switching the tires. Okay, remarkable to go for a short period defense by 2.1. Shifting up the weight and competition to go faster. Okay, looks like it's gonna get a little bit low on fuel. Right on the notification, so I'm about to go to and ready up for one stop at the pit. Got to turn around and have the right direction to go to the pits. Alright, have my team to be ready and requirement to go over by a percentage to be right past through to the diamond. Looks like Eagle Frogger is in the lead, and that means for Angel and Strosa and Denner Celeste by doing 9, 7, and 5%. Got to do this quickly, so I got the racing soft tires, will go reinforced on the push. That's good enough by 80%. Hope 3rd place can probably have to save my best effort. So let's go, go, go. I'm about to win this race soon. And then the 5th week of August, as Speed Fest is about to go set plan into return. Okay, let's step it up to apex and go curve up the turns on 90-degree angle to have the blind corner. Just wait until the straightaway once I have to get back and overtake Inostrosa again. Okay, outlap time in 3 minutes, 33.789. Got to keep going, only 2 more laps to go, and time progression is on the late afternoon. Okay, one touch of the apex without going contact at the sand trap. Okay, impressive turn and good follow the yellow highlight to be performed. Okay, a little bit more careful on the speed bump. It's only down to 11.2. Eagle Frogger is about to have one stop at the pit soon. Just wait, and then the soft racing tires will have to take the best chance to go on the push. Take the S turns to go by our main route alternative chicane to keep it going. Okay, good turn. Just have to beat my own time and doing well to be precise as Breeze. It's only down to 64%. Still got this one to be in one piece. Right on cue, Eagle Frocka is at the pits. Now it's my chance and go to penultimate lap in number 7. Just wait until Power 1 will have to be on standby soon, so I got it all planned and doing some minutes of brainstorming once I had to go around onto the main track and the corners where I had to go practice by practice into technique. So there's 7.8 seconds to still have myself in the lead. Going in quickly. Okay, almost there, and here comes 9 seconds. Well, it's been doing hard work out there, viewers, and I kind of think August 2025 update 1.62 is doing great, but I just really think about saving one event for Circuit Spot Francochamps in World Touring Car 900. But I just really think planning myself to go for a major step of the future to have some previous content videos that you guys really gonna have to come and check it out by watch. But not yet until I had to put up with some thumbnail images to let you know, and this might have to give it a little bit more change to the treatment update. But I mean, I just felt like I'm just doing some more hard times of putting up with some plan of development because of a lot of changes has been going on by every month. Ever since I tried out with some few more kinds of different vehicles, including with Vision Gran Turismo, ever since when 2024 and 2025 just been starting out to go for a routine of order. But I bet Super Gran Turismo players is going to be more likely to have some more cars by every month in content update. But I bet the Opel Vision Gran Turismo is going to be the next one before this will have to be on the main lookout before in September of this year for this month. But count me in for another kind of a Vision GT car, which just brings out to have a long time manufacturer brand, but I bet Polypity Digital might have to be planned to go for a reconstitute with some Opel cars, along with some different counterparts from the British brand Vauxhall. But I'm down for it. I really bet the roster of my appraisal will do some more wait up to be patient to see how it goes. So I had to get to it. It's gonna have to get closer to have 47% in the fuel, as I will go on and have the 7th lap to go clear before at the end, until the final lap will be go closer to put myself in Group 3 time attack. So I have to be ready, get set, and switch to Power 1 to go increase into pedal to the metal. And here's my new lap time record, viewers. 3 minutes, 6.691 seconds. This will put myself to go Power 1 and beat my own time for only one more time. Boarding call comes in, and looks like Martin Grady is now in 2nd place to go for the perfect comeback. So let's have UDRS Ins Protect to go focus on time attack, corners, straightaways, and sector-by sectors to the max. It's only down to 38%. So easy to get my eyes on the track, and skillful to be handling on the respawn. Just have to switch it up onto lean 4 and percentage stats by 36%. Got to go push up the RPM and study up nicely, managing and resourceful to go corner by the technique. I'm almost there, viewers. One more race for the weekly challenge is complete, and then first week of September for Speedtember Preps is coming up until Friday. But the weekend, we might have to take some time, as I still got one good important errand run to be on Wednesday. So I had to keep it on going. Just tap that sharp hairpin turn and do for the main perfection. One inside apex, check, clear, and switch it back to power 1. The faster it gets, the longer for the WTC 800, we'll always have to put ourselves to go competition and get focus. Now for the short S chicane comes in, 2 more sectors left, and it's going to get a little bit more tight out there to be faster, to have a much more half circle to come around. Okay, it's only down to 22%. One more sector. Soft racing tires is going to get a little bit more natural to be sooner to be modest. Okay, last turn coming in. Perform that line and 90-degree angle as I got it all checked. Yeah, baby, that's 3 minutes. 3 seconds has now been finishing up to go clear in the podium by first. Event number 5 complete and 100% complete for the 5th week of August has now been come to last. But thankfully, a French racing vehicle has been turned out to have a talented, well-made exclusive. Total time in 25 minutes, 28.024 seconds, and good on the mark to have a same time record for a new fastest lap record by a decimal in .217. Well, I really bet that should do for only one good French racing vehicle after taking 2 events with using the Renault Avantime is going Sunday Cup and 1A category for a special event in Osage Village. But very good for 300,000 GT credits, and that goes for only one 500,000 GT credit for only one payday of an earning. Yeah, competition, and it takes a lot of good credit to have a good Avantime arrival. But I really do think about doing one good content replay to have a thumbnail image, just to have a good moment between one Dodge Viper versus the Renault Sport RS01 GT3. But right at the scene, and there you go. And there you go, viewers. That's all 5 events has been clear, complete, and excellent to have some 5 events with using 4 European vehicles with 2 Renault like the RS01 GT3 and the Avantime, along with the Bugatti Vision Gran Turismo and Enzo Ferrari. With all 3 credit tickets has been earned, acquired, and just in time before entered in the month of September by having a date in the 3rd. I bet doing some payday is going to be more likely after taking one good first event after trying out with a Renault Avantime, as the main weekly challenge has been clear and achieved before heading back to the GT garage. But I'll have to make sure to have a short period before saving one content replay, and there goes for only one moment of the lifetime. Okay, 26 gifts available. Now let's open up and start out with some payday earnings. 500,000 and grand total of 800,000 GT credits will have to go collected, and have some few other roulette tickets as I will start out to go collected by 3. But let's start out to have a 6-star roulette ticket after competing in the extra menu. I bet if it's going to be the Mazda 787B engine, and that will do a compatible for the RE Emiria FD3S RX-7 or different kind of potential swap engine for every kind of vehicle. But one random guess, this will do a compatible vehicle on the Nissan Skyline. Nissan Skyline, Super Seal Lit 1984. Retail price is going to be in 675 GT credits. Now let's have one 3-star roulette ticket, going by daily and going by usual. But this will have a good eye on the rental Avantime, and that will be doing one good additional to be collected as well. But first, one small payday earning and consider for 10,000 GT credits. One current balance to be updated, and it's going to be maxed out by 65 million. Okay, let's do a 6-star roulette ticket and expiration reminder until September 12th of this year. Come on, give me 1 million. But close enough. One Jaguar Vision GT Roadster has now been perfectly and gold style in sky blue. But beautiful, and one good Deacon Blue has been well placed up to go, adding up by extra. Very nice, and store into the garage. Well, August is already over, and now moving on to September for the weekly challenge is doing well to be in the right place to start. So what do you guys think? But I just really think taking 2 events and circuit design to clerics for the Sunday Cup 400 for European cars to be exclusive in B course direction in the reverse direction, while the Group 3 car will be waiting until take the 8 course for doing 8 laps on the endurance is going to have to take a full party competition. But I kind of like both of them, and especially for only one reserved special event when using the rental Avantime in Osage Village. Just had to take one good step and have less parts. Will have to put myself to go racing in hard going competition. But it's all about taking one skills will be prove yourself to becoming much more stronger when facing up with some 3 specified opponents with custom made and outfit livery design variation, along with a plain color variation as well. But I kind of like about the brand new special event is going to be more exclusive for the rental Avantime 3.0 B624B 2002. But along with Vision Gran Turismo Trophy in Grand Valley Highway 1, just have one Bugatti Vision GT without a Group 1 title, just perfectly to go reserve and make it much more D2 requirement to go under by 800 performance points. But just have to go additional to be adding up by 50 more in case that you might need to have the racing hard compound tires to go suited and balanced, just like the Dodge SRT Tomahawk Vision GT in the version S. But one thing perhaps, as I said before about putting up with some more total drama liveries when racing in Autodromo National Mazda for the Ferrari Circuit Challenge, when I was using the Enzo Ferrari 2002 with the Total Drama World Tour livery variation of Team Victory. But I really think trying out to have one Avantime to go placement by doing 2 events besides using in all 5 vehicles at once. But for me, this week, as usual, for only 4 cars we'll always have to keep using on as well, as I had to be moving on to take the first week of September will be coming up until Friday, as Septemberfest 2025 will be set and go for the second time just like last year from 2024. I can't wait, viewers. This will help myself to wrap it up before at the end of the current video. But this will be ready to be proceed to sport mode by competing in the Honda Racing EMS for the 3rd season of this year, and I'll have to be ready to go to Autodrome Lago Maggiore circuit by having a good look for only one livery variation exclusive on the Honda NSX GT Concept 2016. Just like the Honda Civic Type R Type FL5 2022 and Honda RA282 1965. But the 3rd one, and consider this to be coming as a 3-car collection that related to the exclusive livery variations of 3 Hondas when taking part of the Honda Racing EMS from the past season since 2023, 2024 as Season 2, and this year is going to be the 3rd time of the season. But I'll have to make sure to have one behind the scenes about my content video about some upcoming videos that related to the lap time challenge. But I'll have to leave it to myself, and then the plan goes on until September 5th on Friday. First week of September awaits us, as I will be ready to go by entered for the annual 2nd season of Septemberfest. So thanks for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. Glad that you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on DeviantArt, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. Plus, membership is now open to everyone. We'll join to get access per price levels a month with exclusive perks, custom emoji with my OCs, and many features to support the channel by becoming a member. It's the best way to help out with the super thanks as an extra will support and grow. And also check it out on my YouTube shorts that brings up with some various videos including showcase like UDRS Inspirtech, Total Drama fan art, and Dispenser Camp fan art liveries whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again at the next current video. Keep on racing, stay clean.